Click. Guys, this is the relatively new Taurus 942. It is a double single action revolver, and I get a lot of questions about this little plinker. Let's get into the video. All right, the 942, what can I say about it? According to Taurus, this revolver was in high demand. They wanted a small frame, compact, double action revolver, and Taurus delivered. And I've put probably about 300 rounds of the ammunition through this particular handgun, everything from Federal, 36 grain bulk ammo to mini mags, which I was shooting earlier in the video. And it's all went bang. Some people like Taurus, some people don't like Taurus. Taurus is known to make a relatively inexpensive revolver compared to that of, say, Colts and Smith & Wessons. But I own 4 or 5 Tauruses at this point, maybe 6, and they all go bang. I haven't had any trouble out of any of the Tauruses that I have ever owned. And this particular revolver you can pick up between $300 and $400. There are a couple of different make and models. Supposedly they chamber this revolver also in 22 WMR, which is also commonly referred to as 22 Magnum. And they also have a 3-inch version. This is the 2-inch snub nose, and this one is chambered in 22 LR. So let's do a little bit more shooting and we'll talk more about it. Got all hits. And I like shooting little snub nose revolvers. If you want a good training tool, if you like to shoot revolvers, if you want a good training tool, get you a 2-inch revolver of some shape or size. It will actually make you a better shooter because your sight radius is so short and you've got to worry about that sight picture and also flinching on your shot. But this is a great training tool. Heck, for self-defense, it would make a viable option. We went over this in videos before about 22 long rifles for self-defense. And if I was going to carry one for self-defense, which I do not, if I was going to carry one for self-defense, I would choose a revolver to do that, because if you go click on one cylinder, since this is double action, you just pull the trigger again and it will fall on a cylinder. Hopefully the round will go bang. But let's talk a little bit more about it. It's 8 shots, and you do have a drift rear sight, okay? So you can only adjust for your windage on the rear sight here. It's got a ramped front sight. The hammer is burred. And one thing I really do like is the grip. The grip is spot on in my opinion. I've got relatively Sasquatchly large hands, and this little bitty handle fits very good. I'm not pulling left or right when I shoot it. It just feels good. And if you ever held one, you'd kind of know what I'm talking about. So let's just see how accurate this little revolver is. Let's go out at 100 yards. I'm probably going to have to call my shots because with the microphone that I'm using and the 22 revolver, as loud as it is, and that 100-yard target, it doesn't make a loud ding. So let me see if I can hit that 100-yard plate a few times. I'm going to fire it in single action here. That's a hit. Hit. That would be a miss. That would be a miss. That's a hit. 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 Couldn't tell. Boom. All right, so what did I hit? I missed like 3 or 4 times out of 8. So a little bit better than 50%. Off video, I was trying it and I was hitting it 7 out of 8 times pretty consistently. But one of the good things about a revolver is the different kind of ammunition that you can use. You can fire shorts out of this long 22 long rifle. Since it has a 2-inch barrel, CCI shot shells and Carpenter Bs, this would be the choice to use. Since the short barrel, you don't have a lot of rifling to spin that shot. So this would hold those CCI shot shells patterned pretty good. Backpack gun, kit gun. It's pretty awesome. And like I said, or if I don't know if I mentioned or not at the beginning of the video, You can pick up these revolvers between $300 and $400. They come in the matte stainless and also black matte. So if you just wanted an all black gun, you can have one. Or if you will want to own the stainless model, you can pick that up too. Now I've got some different ammunition that I want to try. And one of the good things about revolvers is they will cycle everything. So let me load this up with some different kind of ammunition. Let's do a little bit more shooting. All right, I am loading up some CCI Quiet. So this is traveling a little over 700 feet per second out of this revolver, 2-inch revolver. I doubt very seriously it is pushing over 620, 625. Hadn't chronographed it, but it's going a little bit over 600 feet per second. So it's not moving very quick, but it's pretty cool to shoot these little light loads, especially out of a revolver, because again, revolvers cycle pretty much everything. So double action, I just hit an 8-inch plate at 45 yards. So this revolver does have pretty good accuracy. Hit it again, hit it again. Man, it'll shoot. I've heard stories about Taurus revolvers being inaccurate. I've read a lot of stories about that. I can never prove that. Every single Taurus revolver that I've had, it's all went bang and it's been relatively accurate. You can get a Smith & Wesson, you can get a Colt, you can get any revolver, and it could be 1 out of 1,000 that comes off the assembly line that may not have, you know, it crowned right, or the rifling or the headspace or something may not be set in right to affect the accuracy. But this little guy right here, man, it is spot on. I have not had any trouble, and I just enjoy shooting 2-inch revolvers. I have, good grief, probably 8 or 10 of them. Everything ranging from, you know, 22 LR to 22 Magnum, all the way up to 38 Special. So, all right, let's finish the video out with a little bit more shooting. Let's go out at 100 once more. Boy, the sun is shining on that target pretty bright. Nailed it. All right, double action at 100. Nailed it. Got it again, and again, and again. Oh, click. Now, I got it most of the times out there, double action. I've got a few more rounds here. Let me see here. I've never even paid attention here. So, all right, so Taurus revolvers, I don't know if all of them do, but this one, particular one, rotates counterclockwise. So I guess it's like the Smith & Wessons. Rugers go clockwise, Smith & Wessons go counterclockwise. I think I have that right. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, you guys will correct me in the comments. So, all right, let's go here on the musical targets. Out at 100, come on. Nailed it. All right, yes, I hit it at 100 on double action on the last shot. We'll finish the video off with this. Let me give you my final thoughts. In my opinion, it's a great little revolver. They're going on the internet between $320 and $380. And the Taurus 942, whether you get it in 22 Magnum or 22 LR like this, it'd be a great tackle box gun, self-defense gun, if you like to use a 22 for that. And it's, in my opinion, it's a cool little revolver. I've known about them for quite a while. I get a lot of comments, a lot of questions about them, and now I own one. And for the most part, you can't go wrong. One thing I can say about this revolver, it has got some heft to it. Now this, again, is the 2-inch model, not the 3-inch model, but it weighs in at almost 24 ounces. So it's got some weight to it. There's rumors that they're going to be making an ultralight version of this, but they probably will come out with an ultralight. If they come out with an ultralight in this exact model, that would be the revolver to have. But until then, I'll just stick with this regular 942. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, you can go over to my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages and ask them there. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.